Birmingham's bin men are working overtime this weekend to clear tons of rubbish littering the city. It's the latest twist in the tale of the council's so-called garden tax, an affair which is threatening to descend into farce. Residents who don't want to pay for collection are dumping garden waste on the streets or clogging up local tips. And an MP's gone to court to try to force a U-turn from the council. Giles Latcham reports.
In this part of England's green and pleasant land, there's an awful lot of green and unpleasant waste. It used to get collected for free, but now you have to pay the council £35 a year. And guess what? Few have. Instead, residents awake to piles of illegally dumped, rotting vegetation.
They were collecting it previously, and we pay enough money anyway for the council, so they should actually get behind the desks and come and collect it.
Well, according to trade union leaders, the council has ordered binmen out onto the streets this weekend, forced into an impromptu clear-up by a situation that's almost laughable. Well, here's a collector's item. The council have mown this large area of grass here, but on the verge, they've mown around 7 bags of illicitly dumped garden waste. It looks like a crime scene. The grass has grown around it, and now it's attracting ordinary household waste as well. This MP is seeking a court order to force the council to pick up the waste and says the £35 a year scheme is, frankly, rubbish.
The council needs to get on and do its job and clean up the city. It's no good, as we have behind us, putting a yellow sticker and then a white sticker on a pile of rubbish. It is not going to grow legs and walk to the tip.
But this is what the tip looks like, stretching back as far as the eye can see. Dozens of householders queuing to dump
just garden waste.
Garden waste.
Mostly garden rubbish and a bit of household rubbish, but most of these queues are because we haven't taken part in the council scheme to have a green wheelie bin.
But James is one of those who signed up to have his green waste collected, and so far the bin men have missed 2 collections.
I paid the money for the bin. I'm surprised and a bit disappointed, to be honest, that I have a bin that's not being collected.
Someone somewhere must be happy with this scheme, but we couldn't find them today, and just where it's headed isn't at all clear.
Well, let's join Giles live in Birmingham tonight. You posed the question there, Giles, so what do you think's going to happen?
It's a difficult one. This is rapidly turning into something of a saga. Here's a pile we found tonight, by the way, outside a sheltered housing complex, upsetting the residents here rather. The council, in a statement today, have stressed to us they will not routinely or regularly be clearing up after those who dump illegally. But the take-up for this scheme, Nick, is 9,000 households out of more than 400,000 across the city. And you have to ask, if it remains that low and the illegal dumping continues, what choice do they have? Other cities, admittedly smaller ones like Worcester, seem to operate similar schemes without similar problems. But hey, what about the weather? If there's a long, hot summer ahead, the streets of Birmingham may well end up not just unsightly, but rather smelly as well.
Giles, thank you.